Welcome, Mr. Press Secretary. You've been here all these days, and you've seen what has happened regarding the summit. So I would like to know your impression regarding this whole summit.
Essentially, I think first of all, the delegation of Sierra Leone is indeed very grateful to the government and people of Kenya for the warm reception and hospitality accorded His Excellency the President and the rest of the team. And I believe on behalf of Sierra Leone we should pay tribute to His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, President of this great nation, for the manner in which he led the conference and for his pioneering efforts. And on behalf of the government and people of Sierra Leone, we are grateful to the government and people of Kenya. And I think it's important about my impression as well for the summit, because this is the first time that the continent is having a summit on climate action. And it's important for us to pay tribute to the unanimity that we've seen. We saw our African leaders coming together from the level of the ministerial deliberations, escalating it to the level of the heads of state. We just saw the deliberations even for the adoption of the declaration. And I think this is one important hallmark of the summit and ways. So we look forward to, now that we're finalizing, the text has been finalized on the declaration, we're looking forward to the declaration coming out, and as well as the framework for implementation of this declaration. So it's very important that we also talk about the consensus that we have seen, and we may wish to refer to this as a common African position on tackling the perils of the climate change. So my other impression also is on financing. One of the things that we saw was we're seeing some kind of a global solidarity to complement whatever existing financial structures that we have for climate change. So the announcement of a $23 billion pledge for global financing, wow. This indeed is very significant. Okay. We must note, however, that much as that pledge has been done, it's necessary, but not sufficient. And I think it's very clear in the minds of African leaders that Africa should be able to generate its own resources to complement whatever we're getting from outside. You recall one of the presidents, I think Eritrea. Yeah, Eritrea president. Yes, who was saying that, look, we should not be in the habit of going for handouts. You know, we should be able to generate our own resources within. So that also is another important takeaway.
Then briefly again, you understand, people would like to know the relevance of this summit to Sierra Leone. How can you talk of the nexus, you understand the connections regarding the relevance, you understand, of this summit to Sierra Leone and to the people as well?
Of crucial national significance with respect to the Africa Climate Summit is the fact that President Julius Maada Bio came to Nairobi, Kenya, with a clear grasp of the issues, but also with clear determination. He was able to present some kind of Sierra Leone's climate holocaust, ranging, I mean, if we look at the projections for rising sea levels, temperature rising, and we're looking at flash floods, landslides, but also diseases. He was able to speak clearly about the threats that climate change is posing with respect to Sierra Leone. But also he was in a position to communicate clearly his determination to take all of those actions deemed fit and necessary to tackle the climate peril. So of crucial national significance is that we saw our president, you know, communicate clearly, and importantly, when you saw what transpired in the course of the summit, you heard President William Ruto saying that, look, I am encouraging the development partners to support Sierra Leone, because President Julius Maada Bio has said clearly that he will mirror Sierra Leone's climate. And if you look at Kenya, Kenya is a beautiful model. 70% of Kenya's energy comes from renewables. Wow. And we see the European Commission announcing support for Kenya's green hydrogen industry project. So, and also significant support to the counties. So this is very important, that Sierra Leone came, we communicated our position, and indeed we are getting, you know, the kind of attention that